Hey, Tripp Kramer here from trippadvice.com. What if you're in a situation where you're with a girl and you're gonna kiss her, or maybe it's beyond that, you've already kissed, you've already been somewhat sexual, and then it gets to the point where you guys are about to get more intimate with each other and about to have sex or other things, and she says, I'm not ready. What are you supposed to do? There's this common advice that goes around on the internet about what's called last minute resistance. Last minute resistance is when you're with a woman and you're getting intimate and things are about to get to the point where you're about to have sex, and then she gives you what's called last minute resistance, where she resists the idea of you guys doing that. And there is stuff that you can do to be able to combat that. Again, this is not my advice. This is stuff that I've heard on the internet. And it's all about you doing these little techniques or mind games that try to kind of put her in her place in a way, to show her, oh, well, if we're not going to do that, then I'm not interested. I guess the technique is to, I don't know, go off and do something else and completely stop what you guys are doing and go off and, I don't know what you would do in your room. Go to a computer or do something. First of all, this is a really weird thing to do. I highly doubt anyone could get away with this and make it seem normal. I actually think it's going to work against you, and it's going to show that you are kind of being whiny and desperate and needy, and that it's going to make you look less of a man. Let me tell you something. You want to have sex with a woman when she wants to have sex with you, not because she thinks that she turned you off or she's trying to get you to like her, okay? You want to do it when she's interested, when she gives you consent. First of all, the right thing to do, which should go without saying, but also, it's just better that way. Sex is better when you're with someone who wants to do it with you. This is why I always tell guys who go off and try to pay money for this or use prostitutes. It's like, okay, you can do that, but let me give you a little hint here. It's so much more fun when you're with someone who's interested in you. So if a woman says to you, hey, I'm not ready yet, this is what you got to say. You can say this word for word. Just look her in the eyes, do this in a calm way, and say, that's okay. Let's do this when you're more comfortable. Because that's the whole thing. She's not comfortable yet. Not saying she's not comfortable with you, but she's not comfortable with the situation. She might want to move slower. For women, it takes a little bit more time to assess if she wants to have sex with a guy. The reason is because it's a big investment for her, right? Biologically, she could get pregnant. Also, it takes a woman longer to know if she's attracted to you, because what's happening is she's trying to assess if you are going to be a good mate to her. And a lot of that is going to be on how you're displaying your personality. That takes a much longer time. That's why we say that looks is only a small part of the attraction game. So for her, it might take a little bit longer. So you just say to her, hey, no worries. Let's just do it when you're more comfortable. Here's what you don't want to do. I don't want you to apologize. Okay, I'll be very careful when I say this. If you're doing something that is very inappropriate, and I'm hoping you're watching this video and you haven't had that situation yet, right? So don't do anything inappropriate. That would be you hopefully saying sorry after that. But if you're just being a normal person and you're just escalating sexually to the point of where you guys are going to have sex, or maybe you ask her because you have to get consent, then if she's not ready, you say that, and that's okay. If you sit there and you try to apologize and say, oh, I'm sorry, it's going to make you look kind of weak. It's going to make you look like a little bit like, oh, okay, you really did something wrong. But you didn't do something wrong, because hopefully you'll try again, and that's okay to do too. It's okay to try again and get consent to have sex with somebody. That's perfectly okay. So don't apologize for that, because you didn't do anything wrong. That's why you don't have to say, I'm sorry. Just say, okay, no worries. Well, then next time when you're more comfortable. Let's do this again when you're more comfortable. That's okay when you're more comfortable. That actually might turn her on enough to even still proceed to have sex with you, because really what turns a woman on is safety, making sure that she feels safe around you physically, emotionally. And so the fact that you're not desperate or playing these games or doing any kind of LMR, last minute resistance techniques, is going to show that you yourself are totally cool and don't need sex, and that you're not using her for that, and that it's okay. You are going to look so much more attractive in her eyes, and it works way better. For some guys, it's challenging to even get to this point. If you feel it's challenging for you to get to the point where you even get the opportunity to get, rejected, so to speak. That's what some people say. I would say that, again, it's not rejection. They're just not ready for it yet. But It's hard to get to that point because it's not necessarily easy to display your attractive qualities. Like I was saying, displaying your personality traits. I actually teach how to do that, how to display an attractive personality. That's not changing who you are, but upgrading who you are and teaching you how to get that part outside of you so women can see it. If you want to learn that, I teach that in my course called Get Her Hooked at getherhooked.com. Check that out. It helps a lot of guys. It's helped people get to the point where they understand how attraction works and they understand how to make a woman feel comfortable enough to want to have sex with them because they feel naturally attracted to you. Check it out. Link is in the description below. Hope this video helps. Leave a comment down below. Let's hear from you. I'll speak to you on the next video.